We are doing a video based on a comment submitted by someone either today or yesterday where they said, Kristen, I need your help. I submitted disputes at the end of November and the only one that I heard back from was TransUnion. I sent in handwritten disputes. What do? I'm at a loss. Well, you can't be the only one that is asking this question and that is totally confused about the process. And we're going to go over the beauty of factual-based disputes right now. You see, we don't care about what the bureaus do or don't do or say. It's about what we do, how consistent we are, the disputes that we put out, the dispute reasons we use, right? Because the bureaus are only going to come back and say one of like 4 things: deleted, updated, verified, rejected. The only one that we care about to receive in the mail or however we are receiving our responses is rejected. Why do we care about rejected? Well, it normally means that you are not going to be able to continue disputing unless you fix whatever it is that they're saying that you didn't do, right? You didn't send in your identification. You didn't submit this. You didn't submit this proof. You didn't do whatever it was. That's the only one we care about, because the beauty of factual-based disputes is that we take all of our information directly from the credit report. The dates, the balances, violations, challenges, all of this information comes from the credit report. So I tell my clients all the time, you probably won't receive anything in the mail. And this goes back for the last 2 years from the beginning of COVID, because the bureaus are receiving like millions of disputes per month per bureau versus like the 150 to 180,000 disputes that they were getting, right? So here's the deal. And I am going to post a link down in the description to this, but the other day the CFPB came out with an article that said that basically between, January and September of 2021, the bureaus only responded to 2% of the 700,000 complaints that were submitted. 2% of 700,000 complaints. So if this is them not responding to a government agency that was like totally untouchable before Trump, and no, we're not talking about politics here, we're talking about the CFPB and the fact that nobody can touch them, they do whatever the heck they want to do, then how often do you think, just mathematically, maybe just throw out a number here, how often do you think that they are responding to disputes submitted by consumers that are not even going through a government agency? Probably not that many, right? So that's why you want to utilize a process where you're not waiting for their responses to get to you. Imagine that process for sending out a dispute, waiting for a response, and then creating your disputes. Either you would just not dispute anymore, or there would be like 90 to 120 days in between every single dispute. Who's gonna do that? Nobody should. So with factual-based disputes, what you're doing is you're sending out, and this is the exact thing that I let this person know in the response to the comment, you're sending out your dispute. Let's say that you send it out January 1st. You're going to wait 4 days for the mail and count 30 days from then. You're going to pull a new dispute on that 31st day, and you're going to check for results, changes, new information, right? You're going to create a new round of disputes based off of that, and we're going to go do the entire same thing all over again. Now, if you do tracking or certified mail, you're not going to have to count the days, but it's going to be like 3 to 4 days, right? But tracking and certified mail and overnight mail and priority mail, they don't jump you to the front of the line. The bureaus don't have a kickback or relationship financially with the USPS, right? They only put everything that they receive goes into the same bucket that all gets processed by computers and machines, right? That's how it works. So don't waste your money sending out overnight mail and priority mail. If you're gonna track it, fine. Pay the couple of cents, whatever it is, less than $1 to track it. Don't bother with certified mail, okay? Now, having said that, this is really, 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 really important. The bureaus are there to make money. Okay, they're in the data business. Okay, they are not in the business of processing your disputes. It's basically like a complaints department, right? And if they are not even responding to the complaints through a government agency, why do you think they're going to respond to yours directly to them? It's a conflict of interest. They're making money off of your inaccurate and negative information because it means that your information is more expensive and they're going to get paid more by the data furnishers. Okay, hello. So this is what you want to do. Exactly what I said. Stop caring whether you receive a response or not. Stop stopping, because the bureaus are in the business of getting you to stop by scaring you, stalling you, and basically just ignoring you. And obviously, to ignore you is more profitable for them because that means that they don't have to go and spend $765,000 to respond to 1.5 million disputes in 1 month. obviously that money can otherwise stay in their business and you go away, right? That person knocking at your door over and over and over again is eventually going to go away. They're not going to stand there 24 hours a day. Maybe they'll come back another day, but for right now, they're going to go away. Okay. So you need to be that person standing there knocking at that door consistently every single month, because you will get heard. That door will open and you cannot get frustrated. You have to remain persistent and consistent, and you have to be confident in your disputes. Okay. And that is how you get results, by knowing that what you're using in your dispute reason is eventually going to work, because eventually they will do their job. Okay. Eventually they will do their job. Now, our prerogative is to get our dispute reasons, basically, right? Our dispute reasons heard by the bureaus and not go over to the creditors or the collectors, okay? And I have other videos that explain how to do this, but this is why it's so important to use the facts taken directly from the credit report so that you can easily prove your case and support your claim with your credit report pages, your circled or notated or highlighted or however you're going to do it. And you need to make sure that the information you're using on your disputes follows that specific pyramid and hierarchy for the dispute reasons, so that you're not using something that's just not going to remove that account. All right. So recap. Stop caring whether the bureaus respond. The only one we care about is a rejection or a denial, because we need the reason. Otherwise, consistently dispute based on either when the certified mail or tracking was signed for or got there, or count 4 days and then 30 and then pull a new report. If you need the link to get a discounted identity IQ so you can see your 3 bureaus next to each other, use the link in the description. And obviously that is my affiliate link, a little bit of a disclaimer there, but you will be able to see all the information that you need to dispute the right way. Okay. So again, you should not be sending out templates. You shouldn't be disputing online. You shouldn't be doing phone disputes. You shouldn't be doing any of that stuff. The only thing that you should be using is using the irrefutable proof, which is taken directly from your credit report, which is exactly what an attorney uses in a court of law, okay? Not your credit report, but proof. All we're doing is spinning it to get the result that we want. Okay, so I hope that this made sense. If it didn't, let me know in the comments. If you found this video valuable, the content valuable, while you're here in my office with me, like this video, subscribe if you haven't done so, and I am going to go to my meeting now. So I'll see you later. Bye.